This is Arizona, and I know that this looks very different than what a lot of people think of when they think of Arizona. You know, pictures of desert scapes and towering saguaro cactus. But in fact, in northern Arizona, there are some of the greenest forests that you may ever see. And dotted throughout those forests are many pristine lakes full of trout and bass and catfish. This particular lake that we visited is called Lynx Lake, and it's just right outside of Prescott, Arizona, located in the Prescott National Forest. All right, we're at the Lynx Campground at Lynx Lake, and this is a really beautiful campground. Definitely book in advance, and you can do that online. It's very easy to do that. There's a general store within the campsite area. Great spots to launch kayaks, beautiful lake, bathrooms, water, everything that you would need for a car camping trip. There's also a lot of great hiking and kind of nature paths around the lake. So very family friendly. Definitely kids would have a great time here. Mine certainly are. And looking forward to getting them all out on the water today. And it's going to be a warm day today. Not too hot, but the water will definitely feel nice and refreshing. Now, I would not consider myself a very skilled angler, but on this particular trip, I did have some luck. We ended up catching a Gila trout. Now, this is a very special fish here in Arizona. It's one of only two native trout species in the state. And what's really neat about this particular fish is that in 1967, it was actually considered endangered. Due to some restoration efforts between the states of Arizona and New Mexico, the Gila trout was actually reclassified to threatened in 2006, which meant that both of these states could release fish for game and sport fishing. So when we got back to camp from a day of kayaking and fishing, we had some visitors that definitely startled us. So for those of you that aren't familiar with what you're looking at here, these are javelina. They're also known as peccaries, and they look like pigs, but they're actually very different than pigs. Some things to know about javelinas is they have very bad eyesight. They make up for that with having a really great sense of smell. Another thing to be aware of is that javelinas typically will kind of leave you alone, but if they have babies present, they can be quite aggressive. And these are not wildlife that you want to tangle with. Javelina have canine-like teeth, and if you get tangled up in one, they can definitely do some damage. So you can't really see it in this video here, but myself and my whole family were standing on top of our picnic table and trying to stay out of their way as they curiously wandered around our campsite and then eventually moved on. Lynx Lake is located just southeast of Prescott, Arizona. It's not a very large lake, but it is very beautiful, and it's located, of course, in the pristine forests of the Prescott National Forest. Now, as I mentioned earlier, where we stayed was right over here just west of the lake at the Lynx Campground. This was a wonderful, wonderful campground that we will definitely be returning to. Now, in terms of accessing the lake from the campsites, there are a couple of trails that lead from the campground up here that take you down to the edge of the lake. Now these trails are very easy to hike. They're very easy to navigate. They are not well suited for launching kayaks. So if you are bringing kayaks and you're planning on taking them out to the lake, you will need to load up your kayaks on your vehicle and actually travel around and take this road along here and then come up and go to the Lynx Lake South Shore boat ramp. This is where you will end up launching your kayaks from. Located very closely to the Lynx Campground is a general store. And at this general store right here, you can get ice, firewood, food, supplies, tackle, lots of various different things that you may need. If you find that this general store isn't robust enough, the city of Prescott is really only about 15 minutes northwest from the campground. So if you need to head into town for something, it's really not a problem at all. All right, so behind me I've got Lynx Lake. We had a wonderful day out here today. Happy that we had some good luck fishing, swimming, kayaking of course, and just all around had a great day here at the beautiful Lynx Lake.